Hello, today we are fixing Volvo Radio HU650. It's pretty much the same as Volvo Radio HU850, just in 850 you have one more chip. First, we need to desolder this plate in front of us because it's guarding the chip, so we need to get to it. Here you can see that this plate has 6 legs. Right now we see 3 legs and there are 3 more. And so we need to desolder them. To desolder these legs, I will use low melt solder because I don't want to break anything on this board by heating it too much. First, I will apply some flux so solder can flow much better on this board. Let's apply some low melt solder to all of these joints. As you can see, you don't need much low melt solder, just a tiny bit, and it works magic. Now let's go to the second joint. And the third one. And here we can see 3 more joints that we need to desolder. Okay, now let's flip the board and try to desolder this plate from the board. I use hot air so I can heat all this plate at once. Even with low melt solder, it takes quite much heat to desolder this plate. Okay, it feels like it's stuck to the board. It moves a little bit. I can feel the solder has melted, but still, I can't remove it. Let's look from the other side to see what is holding it on. At first, let's remove solder from all these joints because we can't see anything with solders are. And I already can see the problem. There are some small tabs that are twisted, so it can be removed even with solder melted. So we will need to twist them back. But first, let's remove all the solder. Okay, let's straighten these tabs so we can remove that plate on top. Okay, so let's use heat gun again to remove this plate. We can see that it's already lifting a little bit, but there's still some solder that's holding it in the place. So we will heat it up a little bit and it will come right off. As you can see, it's coming off right now. And here we can see the chip that we need to resolder back on this board because there are solder joints that are not making good connection and that's why there is no audio on this radio. At first I am trying to scrape off some of this yellow jelly thing because it will melt when I will solder all the joints and I won't be able to see under it. Of course I can't remove all, but I try to do at least a little bit. So it helps me to see better. Okay, let's apply some flux solder joints so we can try to revolve them. I like to revolve them one by one so I know that they are really secure in their place. As you can already see, that yellow jelly that's between the pads has already melted and mixed with the flux, and it's really hard to see what's happening under there. But I still know that solder joints are melting and everything is okay, and I can feel every pin with my soldering iron, so I just continue to solder them. First row is complete, so now let's clean all the solder joints, and we can see how shiny and brand new they look. They even look better than from factory. Let's go to the other side and do it all over again. Again with some flux and then soldering iron. Now let's clean everything and you will see how nice and shiny all these joints look. Now that we have fixed all solder joints, let's clean it all up and put it back in the case. Now this radio should work as from the factory. It should be all good. Thank you for watching my video and hope I helped you fix your radio too. If you like this video, please consider like and subscribe it.